Hello! Oh, and we've got that back.
Double music.
Bet I don't.
I wouldn't mind to hear it twice.
You heard it twice.
It.
There we go.
Happy Sunday.
Yeah, how is everyone? We are back. We were
We're
not
back.
here last week. We were in Austin,
Yes.
Texas for the Bastards Ball. Then this weekend, not that it has took us away from live.
No.
But this weekend we were also in Frankfurt for Bourbon on the Banks.
Yes.
So it's been busy.
We've been busy.
We are well traveled, I feel like,
Yes.
here lately.
We did.
So tonight is all about opening up some LEs, or at least things that...
LEs or limited releases, which you can consider the same thing, but some things are limited releases, but you
LEs
wouldn't
and
quite
LRs.
consider them, I don't know, like
I guess like the
top
usual,
of the food chain, I guess.
the usual suspects of some things that have been in our blind best of contention, which is what this is all about.
That's what this is about.
We want to get some bottles open that we haven't opened yet, that if we like them, we're going to put in our blind best of contention. I'm sure a lot of you have heard this, but if you haven't, what we do is the things that we taste on throughout the year that we find are pretty exceptional.
Make a little note.
Yeah, we pour 2-3 ounces into a sample bottle. We mark them on the bottom.
A through whatever.
Yeah, spin them around, mix them all up. Random night throughout the week. We'll grab one, pour it blind, and then rate it out of a system of 100 points.
We score it, yes. The only time we use scoring, really.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
And then we have like a cheat sheet code in a book somewhere that says A is this one, B is this one.
Yeah.
And so we never really know what we're drinking at any time.
Mm-hmm.
Then once we rank them all, we reveal our ranking and compare notes. Usually take our averages between Chad and I because we do have differing opinions.
We do.
But it generally is roughly the same
right.
ranking. So that's what we're working towards. And we just realized we don't have that much longer to work on it.
No.
So we need to get these bottles opened.
Some of these opened.
So
I kind of, and this would be a good one to start because it's a little lower proof.
let's do it.
I think we should go with the Yellowstone 2021.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, before we open that up, should we do any announcements?
We can do announcements.
Do we need announcements?
Any new business? Any old business?
New business? Old business? Is there-
We got new t-shirts.
We do. We have some new t-shirts.
Yeah.
So for all of you who love the classic It's Bourbon Night logo on the blue, we now have the monogram logo on the blue. A refresh.
Yes.
And that is not in stock. All the ones that we're about to talk to you about just came in yesterday. So they will be in stock later this week. We also have Proof Hound. Woo! I love the Proof Hound shirt.
Yes.
Obviously, you can't really see it that good. I'm sitting down. But it's very nice and soft.
Yeah.
To go along with that one, and Jose already knows what this one is. Nutty Squad.
We do love our nutty bourbons.
Yes.
That's true.
Then, last but not least, we did get a restock on the Angel Share black t-shirts. So those are already up. But coming, again, also later this week for my ladies. We have an Angel Share tank,
For the ladies.
which I like to wear underneath a nice flannel or a hoodie, like this one. Because layers, right?
Layers. Fall.
So that's exciting. So again,
Yeah.
those coming later this week to whiskeyambitions.com. I'm really raspy. I've been really raspy the past few weeks because we've been at these things talking.
We've just been
But don't worry, we've had our checkups and we're all good.
all good, yes.
Oh, fancy open.
Yeah.
Jenny Hobgood says, Sarah, I need that tank, and we just saw her yesterday, and they arrived while we were gone, so
Yeah.
I did not have them at our booth.
I just forget where the release is on this one.
I don't know.
Here it is. All right.
On this episode of It's Bourbon Night Live, watch Chad use a knife.
Trying to figure out where the release is. So this was $122. We got this back in, early this month. The first of this month, actually. That's when we got it. It's Yellowstone 101 proof. And this one is bourbon whiskey finished in Amarone casks.
Amarone,
Amarone casks.
I guess.
Yeah.
James Wolverton is jealous that the guys do not get a tank.
You can wear it.
Nobody tell Trev.
All right, pause for cork pop.
Very
Nice.
good.
Nice cork pop.
Thank you. I'm really looking forward to this one. We liked last year's Yellowstone release a lot, and that was brought to you by Woodrow Bolin. If it hadn't been for him, we wouldn't have been able to put it in the contention.
I said this is lower proof, but it's 101. I think for a second I was thinking of Blood Oath. It's like 98.6, which is a Pack 7. We don't have that one.
We don't have that either.
Try to get that or get a sample from
So this was
somebody.
$122 we paid for this.
Mm-hmm.
It's got some light fruit on it. I would say kind of peachy, but not really. Drew said you're welcome. Well, thank you.
A little syrupy, honestly.
Yeah, it's like peach syrup. But I can tell it's got those, like that syrupy richness. I think probably from resting in those additional barrels. It smells really nice.
Yeah, a little desserty.
A little oaky influence, but yeah, desserty and all the things that I like.
All right.
Shall we?
To your health.
I've just been giving him a hard time.
Oh, rich cinnamon apples. Right off the bat. Starts morphing. It's more of a peachy plum.
Peachy.
But in the very beginning, I felt crisp apple peel, little cinnamon type.
The lighter fruit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, halo. Okay. I think I said halo.
Halo.
Oh, halo.
I like this. I'm sitting here, I'm like, I think I like you.
Okay. Wow, it really takes... It's a slow-moving chest feel. Kentucky hug. Boom. Okay.
It's
I like that.
maybe a little dry on the finish. I do like it. It's pretty light. If memory serves me correctly, which it's been a while, but I liked last year's better. So there's that. But I don't dislike this. I think what this one's going to come down to, as many of these LEs and the discussion around them comes down to, is how hard do you want to fight to find it? And then when you do find it, is it worth the $122 price tag that we paid for it? And that's always the discussion, right? Because I do like it, but I think that's going to kind of change the game, that price point. Mm-hmm. Please read for us, Chad.
I shall. This is from Yellowstone's, Limestone Branch because that's the distillery, limestonebranch.com. Yellowstone Limited Edition, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. While each release of Yellowstone Limited Edition is different, one thing always remains the same, a promise of top-shelf flavor with humbled complexities. This year's offering features a 7-year bourbon finished in Armagnac barrels and 15-year-old aged bourbon. The I said it before. Amarone, thank you. I got Armagnac in my
you said Armagnac.
brain. I know. Well, it says
it does.
Armagnac. The Aramone melds perfectly with the bourbon, providing flavors of cherry. Haven't gotten that yet. Black currant, perhaps, and oxidized fruits. Yeah.
Oxidized fruits, yes. I get that.
Oxidized fruits. That's an interesting note. Oxidized fruits. Okay.
Again, I like it. The dry finish, it's like a little bit dry, a little bit bitter.
I'm not getting dry. Interesting.
For me, I'm getting
Normally,
a little dry.
I'm the one who picks up on the dry.
A little bitter, and I think at the price point, I want it to be like, whoa, yes, please.
Whoa, yes, please.
And
there was 22,500 bottles of this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we do have a super chat.
We do have a super chat. First of the evening comes from Joey Tony Bag of Donuts, who we have now met.
We've now met in person.
Yes.
Says, I love blue. Blue member. I don't know.
Blue member.
Anyways, I don't think I have any LEs, so I'm going to drink some It's Bourbonnight picks instead. Cheers, everybody. Technically, those are limited releases. So you're not wrong.
22,500 bottles of this.
Between 150 and 200 bottles.
Our very first pick was 78 bottles.
Yeah, it's crazy. Cheers, thank you.
And that's why a lot of single barrel picks are the new LEs,
Right? Or a good sub for an LE. Mm-hmm. We do like that.
I saw up here, let me see. If I can find it real quick. There we go. From Johnny saying, do you consider 1920 Old Forester a limited edition? We don't consider it a limited edition, but last year what we did is we took 5 standards or heavy hitters that are always available, readily available.
Your good staples, good, old reliable.
And 1920, I do believe, was one of our 5.
It was. We had that. We had Rare Breed, Knob Creek Single Barrel.
Mm-hmm.
Just the regular on the shelf 120.
Yeah, not a pick.
Not
no
a pick.
picks. Yeah.
And then there were some others, and I can't remember off the top of my head, but we threw those in to the blind just as like benchmarks so that we could check ourselves. If you're interested, and you haven't already watched it, you should go watch the Best of 2020 video from last year, obviously. Because it's interesting to see where some of those ranked as compared to, oh, hey, look at that. Compared to the actual limited releases and limited editions of the year. I was surprised by a few of them.
Yes.
So, yeah. And I think that might inspire a future video, but just you wait for that one.
Yeah. Max is asking, what's an LE you're looking forward to that's nearing availability? That would be, for me, be the Wild Turkey Master's Keep 1.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which has been released in some states, but I don't think around Kentucky yet.
So what I'll say, I don't know if this is coming out, but there was a label registered for it. And so it may or may not be in existence, but I will wake up every day hoping to hear news of Booker's Rye. Another release of Booker's Rye. Because they supposedly registered the label and then TBD on if, sometimes you got to register the label and then decide later if you're going to do anything with it. Fingers crossed, because I would really like that. I don't know if you would call it a limited release, but I'm really looking forward to that Maker's DNA series. So it's 4 bottles that are going to start coming out next month. I think there's a November release, and then there's going to be another February release of like 4 different entry proofs.
Well, I think that's just for the whiskey drop. I think.
Oh,
yeah. The DNA.
That's still a limited release, though.
Well, yeah, but the DNA is actually already being sold at the distillery. So if you go to the distillery, you can already get. But
it's
those.
Still limited.
Yes, it is.
It's not
limited.
widely distributed.
Yeah, so that's barrel entry proof of 110, 115, 120, 125. Yeah.
2. Fuel the discussion of, does barrel entry proof matter and how much does it matter?
Because they're normally 110.
And I really like the idea of like those are limited bottles as far as availability, but the discussion around them, I'm looking forward to exploring. I want to learn something.
Oh, it was a gold member joke.
Oh.
It's been a while since I've seen
I get it
3.
now because you replaced blue with gold. But my brain wasn't there.
Yeah.
Missed that one. Also, we're very tired.
Yes.
We've had, and I'm not in any way complaining because we were working for ourselves, which we love, but we've had about 3 12-plus hour days in a row. And last night, we do need to give a shout out. Last night while we were tearing down our tent from Bourbon on the Banks, it started raining and it was dark and we had to wait about an hour and a half to be able to get our car in to pack up all of our stuff, which was a lot. A handful of patrons, Michael and Jenny, I saw Jenny in here before, and Scott and Diane hung out with us and made sure that we got everything in the car, and they stood in the rain. I mean, it was under the tent, but it was still kind of chilly and rainy for all that time, just to help us.
Out.
And they're already patrons.
Load up the van.
I'm like, y'all already do enough. They're just, the kindness of people will never cease to amaze me.
We also have to give a shout out to Swan, who came a couple hours early to help us, and then stayed throughout the festival, helping us sell merch and
truly the sweetest human.
Yeah, talk to people and so forth. So that was really cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, all y'all.
I don't remember why I got on that.
Doesn't matter. Vin
because I was saying we were tired. That's why.
Yes, Vin Pimpster, great to see you back in here.
Did you say Pimpster?
Fimpster.
Yeah.
Well, he's a pimpster, but
I mean, I'm not.
Vin Fimpster. It's hard to say.
Words are hard.
Been a long time since I caught a live. Yeah, we haven't seen you in a while, Vin. Never missed the replays though. Drinking Henry McKenna 10-year bottled and bond with you tonight. Cheers. Love the new shirts.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vin Fimpster.
Very good job.
You're
I'm
out,
out.
So
I drank it all.
I will give you.
That's all I was trying to say, though, is that our brains may not be functioning at full force because we are tired. I slept later today than I have in a long time. Definitely not full function.
Yeah. James Wolverton.
James Wolverton.
Joined batch 3 of 2021 Castle and Key Restoration Rye. we had that at Bourbon on the Banks. We
Yes,
had,
Brett gave us some
two,
samples.
2 and 3. Yeah, from
And we
Brett,
also had
it's really
something
great.
else that we're really excited about. I don't know
that's
if
right.
James can tell us any more about that thing that we had.
Castle and Key Restoration Rye. In time with you guys after a long weekend of making whiskey. Will you keep making that whiskey, James? You doing the Lord's work?
We've earned this Sunday Live. We worked hard for it.
And there's James saying, "Swine." Thank you, James. Again, I'll just double for you. Okay. I'm caught up.
We are caught up. You know, we have
I think... Sure.
I have things to say.
I think on this live, after we try these LEs or LRs, limited releases, we should say if it is worthy of going in the blind best of contention.
So I think you think it is.
I vote yes.
Okay, I would say no. But that's the point of doing them blind, because
I think if one person says yes, it
has to go in. That's our rule.
So
we can veto the other
this
person.
will be going in.
So that will be going in. And we will...
Because you never know how it's going to open up.
True. And, like, my opinion, it might just be a weird day for me. Like, you never know. Because that has happened before, where I thought things would rank lower, and then they ended up ranking higher when I did them blind. Or the opposite.
Sorry.
Can happen, too.
It's a fuzz.
So we had a question... and I think it's a good segue into two things that we've been holding on to. One
This
or
right
two,
here?
at least. That's the one. Yes. I think that this is a great segue into opening up one of the two
I'll see which
things.
one's the lower proof.
The lower proof.
Well, I know which one's going to be lower.
Okay. Well, then you grab that.
It's going to be this one. Nope. I was wrong.
Tricked ya.
It's going to be this one.
All right. We've been hanging on to this for a bit. In solidarity. No, I mean, yes.
Well,
but
yeah, we decided when the Heaven Hill workers were on strike, we weren't going to do any
in solidarity.
Heaven Hill reviews. The strike ended yesterday.
That's right.
And I don't think anyone expected it to go as long as it did.
That's right. So while we greatly appreciate the distillery for sending us the bottles and will always happily drink, I mean, I am a Heaven Hill girl. I do love what the products that they make, but at the end of the day,
I'm a Heaven Hill girl.
the people that make them are the ones that make them delicious, and I will leave it at that. But the question was, what do we think about it? I was reading about it today. It seems like they're getting now what they've asked for. Again, you would have to ask someone that works there. We don't have that intel, but they're capped at 40-hour work weeks. They get extra vacation and holiday time. It seems like their wages are going up. I think that was by like up to $3 an hour up, which puts them more on par with the other distilleries in the area. And I think they've clarified the weekend work schedule that they were very concerned about, amongst other things, adding to their benefits and things. So it seems like they have reached an agreement. So if they're happy about it, I guess I have to be happy about it too. I guess me personally, having worked for several companies that leverage the whole we're a family thing, I always feel very sensitive to that type of stuff, because you have to watch out, in my opinion, with big companies. Sometimes it is true, and sometimes that is leveraged to squeeze a little bit more out of everybody than maybe you should. So I'm happy to see that it seems like they've reached an agreement, which I assume would make them happy.
Yeah.
But if anyone has any other thoughts, I mean, with respect, we'd love to hear them.
Yes. So, that being said, we are finally now going to review Elijah Craig Barrel Proof C921. This is a 12-year, as it all used to be, but now this is how you get the 12 years, get the barrel proof.
Right.
And the MSRP, I just now gave it a Google, is saying it's around $70. This one was sent to us by the distillery, so we didn't purchase it, so we can't tell you what it was purchased for. But around 70, but we've seen it on travels for over 100 easily, because, it's ECBP. Pause for Cork Pop.
Pause.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The proof on this one is 120.2. 120.2.
Ooh.
The Parker's Heritage is actually a little higher in proof.
It smells like
This one needs a little,
Elijah Craig Barrel Proof.
needs
to
a
me.
little agitation.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah. I got a little musty.
Really?
Oh, that's better. Yep.
How's
Barrel, syrupy. Smells like it's going to be viscous.
Smells like it's going to be yummy. Jose's calling for an It's Bourbonnight Elijah Craig Barrel Proof pick, and boy, would
We're
I
calling
love
for that too.
Would I love to give you one? Maybe one day.
Yeah. A little bit of light fruit in there. A little tea, a little honey.
I'm just too excited. I went ahead and.
Here we go.
I mean, very on par with what I expect.
Yeah. Solid.
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 Again, we'll do, now that we've opened this one and uncorked it, we will do a live where we try A, B, and C next to each other so that we can actually compare them. Because I see some people saying it is a lower proof. But, I don't know, that doesn't always mean anything. I mean, it just depends, right? For me, it's more about the balance. I do, obviously,
Profound. Yeah.
I do like a good proof, right? But
Now,
I think we're splitting hairs when we get between like 120, 123, 125. I mean,
yeah. See, to me, I feel like of the two that we've had tonight, this sort of has a little bit of a dry finish.
It tastes like
But it's more like
toasted pecans and brown sugar and yummy dark barrel flavors and a little syrupy. Just those things that I love about Elijah Craig Barrel Proofs.
yeah. Like, you know when you get like a good artisan pizza and parts of the bottom of the crust are a little burnt?
Yeah.
And you're like, pizza. All of that.
Char.
I got that part that was a little burnt. Like, that's sort of like the finish to me here. It's just a little bit of that, like, yeah, I mean, char. Barrel char, right? Cletus,
Nom 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 nom.
who was at Bourbon on the Banks.
We met.
Hanging out yesterday with you both.
Great
hanging out with you both.
One more word.
My brain is also not working. Thank you. The best today after the festival. Yeah, we hear you, Cletus. And
It was all around a good festival.
Yeah, it was like, oh, Cletus. Oh, it was like that
Cletus.
aha moment. The one, yeah.
Yes, exactly. That Cletus. The only Cletus you know.
That Cletus.
It was a good festival. Honestly, if you guys are planning on being in the area for the next year's dates, it's worth... we know a lot of people who came down for it were backing it up to doing distillery tours in the area. Yep. So it's a nice way to sample a lot of smaller distilleries instead of booking... You can only get 3 or 4 tours in a day, so instead of trying to do that, they come to you, which is nice.
Yeah, and you get a lot of face time with
samples.
them. I'll let you take this super chat, Sarah.
Of course you do. Takashi Emoda, I think. Apologies if I mispronounced. You all have done such a good job with your channel. You're amazing team couple and just keep being tall.
Hashtag relationship goals.
Like,
I will try to be tall.
it's just funny because we were talking about this yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
About...
What?
I guess it's an inside joke. We were talking about how some people get so offended by being referred to as short.
But guys.
Right. I wasn't trying to.
Oh, come on. Let's call it.
I mean.
Call it as it is.
But, like, I'm short, admittedly. But I guess it's just such a double standard, I don't know. Anyways, we were it's a whole other... I don't think we can capture it here.
I don't think you can.
But anyways, I think what you meant was, thanks for being great. Or... I'm going to take it that way.
I think what you meant was, thanks for being super amazing.
Because I wouldn't describe either one of us as, like, super tall.
Actually, I've gotten that when I've met some people in person. Like, I thought you would have been taller. I'm like, I'm average height.
And this is what we were talking about.
Yeah, no, it's true.
So very sensitive.
Kimber, it was so great to see you all again last night in chat at Bourbon on the Banks. Can't wait for the next event. Yeah, same here. It was great seeing you too.
I'm going to do a triangle for all of these.
Yes. Well,
because all of you deserve the triangles.
We have a few more here.
Yeah. We have Michelle, who says, we missed you guys last week, but did see you pop in and say hi to Roy on Aquavite, so we get a bit of IBN fix. Cheers.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Did do that.
And Sean, are you and
Sean,
Kimber together?
saw.
Are you separate? I don't know. Bourbon on the Banks was better than Bourbon Fest, in my opinion. Whoa, okay. I mean, I did like it a lot.
Yeah.
Was awesome getting to chat with you all again. Thank you all so much. I packaged up your order earlier today.
Yes.
It was the first thing I did this morning. Oh, that was very light. We'll do a little louder. One volume for everyone. We got a quick question from Jim, or we'll go with Michelle.
Yeah.
Got you on the autocorrect. Jim says, It's Bourbonnight full logo Glencairn on your website. What does number 1, 2, and 4 mean? Quantity. And I should change it to quantity. Because now that you say that, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Quantity would be better than
like they're an addition
number.
or something, yeah.
Yes, so it's
quantity, and then
set,
the price adjusts accordingly.
A single, a set of 2, or a set of 4.
Yeah.
Great, thanks for pointing that out. I never realized it didn't make sense until just now.
You guys are fun-sized.
Thank you. Appreciate that. It's all, I mean, I don't mind anything until I can't reach something. And then I get a little cranky. No one even takes it serious, though, because they're like, oh, you're just short.
Well, you know, they want to be taller so they can get those things for you, you know? Be helpful.
It's true.
So with this one, I don't think we can say this one will go in because we always put in the best of the 3 releases of the year. I think this one's coming off very nice. It doesn't have that exceptionality where I'd be like, I think this is going to be the one.
I will say I think that the place that it's lacking maybe is in the mouthfeel.
Mm-hmm.
It's not giving me that, whoa, this is delicious.
Right.
But it's like really good, solid.
Yeah.
I guess I would say if you come across an Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, and this is the only one you come across and have the opportunity to buy, I think it's a standard representation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
somewhere in the middle.
Off profile, like I feel like the A was of last year, if I'm remembering my numbers. Well, those are letters. Remembering my letters right. Yeah, as you said, quintessential, middle of the road representation of come in, Elijah Craig Barrel Proof.
Yeah, I agree. Well, there. Max.
Kilco. Well, Kilco is saying, I saw Elijah Craig Barrel Proof B521 on the shelf for $80 and wasn't sure if I should go further into debt for it. I mean, when you see an ECBP, yeah, you go into debt.
Okay, so but here's my thing. I like, and again, we're talking apples and oranges because this is Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. The Yellowstone is a finished product, but like, I would rather pay $80 for the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof than pay $122 for the Yellowstone. I understand that it's finished, so you're paying more because of the extra barrel, and they had to get the barrel and the time that it takes. I get all that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. When we're talking about Elise, like, that's just how I feel. And I'm just remembering last year's so fondly.
Yeah.
I have a new glass now.
Well, Scott is asking about Disco 6, which we do have here in the queue. If we get to it or not, I don't know.
Well, while we talk about this, should we ask them which of those Bardstowns over there they would like to see us open?
Sure.
That way they can be weighing in while we have something to drink.
Sure. I will give you visual aids.
Visual aids.
We have the triple blend. Is it blend or blended?
Triple blended stave finish.
Triple blended stave finish.
Which was a distillery only release. That makes it a limited release, but we love this one a lot.
Ferrand.
Which is is it rum? Cognac? Rum? Cognac.
Rum? Cognac? Rum? Cognac?
Cognac.
We have Fusion Series.
Cognac finished.
6, which...
I think we could open this on another live. Like, it is limited because it's the 6th edition.
Right.
And once it's gone, it'll be the 7th edition, which is a different blend. But...
I like the fact that it for sure came out in 2021, so that's something we sort of try to strive for instead of, I bought this bottle of Rare Breed in 2021, so it's the 2021 edition. Like, not really. They don't really, label it that way. But, and Disco 6. Discovery Series 6.
We also have the French Oak that Michael is talking about, but we have opened that on a live before. Love it, love it, love it. I'll probably want to do a live where we try it side by side with this triple stave.
I can't beat that triple stave.
To see who goes in.
Can't.
In the battle. We'll see.
Now, is that the second one that because I feel like there was one that we were sort of lukewarm about.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, that was the Prisoner that was just the Chardonnay?
Nope. It was Syrah.
Syrah, yeah.
Syrah
That's
barrels.
the one we
were okay on it. It was dry, but it's a drier wine, so it makes sense. So it seems like we're getting a lot of Discovery 6th, and then there's kind of a split, but it seems like a lot of Ferrand. A lot of people saying Ferrand and the triple stave.
Triple Stave's better. I'm just gonna say it. It is.
But it seems like there's more Ferrand, and perhaps we just save the triple stave for when we try it back to back with the French oak.
Okay.
Okay. Seems like it. But while we wait,
While we pour, you can read Ian's.
I can
super
read
chat.
Ian. Howdy, my favorite bourbon Kentucky Wildcats. Oh, thank you. Wild Turkey 101 or Buffalo Trace as a Christmas present for a noob.
A noob, I would say you would get more mileage out of the Buffalo Trace.
I think the proof is going to be more of a fit for someone who's new, and they're more likely to know of the Buffalo Trace distillery.
More allure.
Personally,
Taste-wise.
I mean, I do like a good Buffalo Trace, but I think I would rather have a Wild Turkey 101 just because I can use it more utility-wise.
And I think they'll probably get there. I mean, maybe not, but...
Right, but I don't know if that's the start. That's like a stepping stone.
Right.
And with their higher rye mash bill, I think Buffalo Trace is probably a safer bet.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we would do. Good question.
Yes, thank you for that. And go Cats.
And go Cats.
Parker's Heritage. This is the 15th edition, folks. Can you believe it? 15. Heavy Char wheat whiskey. They've really been on the heavy.
Heavy Char.
They've been on the heavy here lately. They started with the heavy rye. That was 2019. Heavy bourbon. Heavy Char bourbon in 2020. And now the heavy char wheat. So this is a wheat whiskey. It's not a bourbon. The wheat.
Oh, that just reminds me of like when they did the malt.
The dominant grain, yeah.
Parker's malt, which I have a bottle of.
But it's a 11-year age stated, and it is 122 proof. And again, you can guess this was from the distillery. So.
Right.
Yeah.
I personally
Oh.
liked the Heavy Char rye from 2019 better than the Heavy Char bourbon from last year.
Ooh,
I know there's a
close.
lot of
It was
people out there that,
close.
but for me it was like definitely.
It was. I don't know. I don't know if I can weigh in on that.
I have strong feelings.
Oh, this is very desserty.
It's nice. But I'm getting those like heavy char notes too. I think that's kind of offsetting the sweetness of the wheat whiskey.
Yes, the heavy charredness of it, I think, is why I'm going to call it a boozy dessert. So, like boozy, you're getting the barrel notes. You're getting the deeper, darker syrups.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I am getting a sweet roll.
It's giving me like a sweet roll.
Yeah.
Sweet roll?
A sweet roll.
What's that? What's a sweet roll?
It's a... Am I having a stroke?
Like a Swiss roll?
It's a sweet roll.
I was gonna say a dark chocolate, like salted caramel
How
thing.
are you making me doubt
because of like
myself?
the deep dark notes of the heavy char, but then there's that like lightness and sweetness of the wheat whiskey. So that's kind of what I'm getting on the nose. What is a sweet roll?
Okay, it's white frosting.
On the inside of a chocolate thing
No,
rolled
it's
up?
not on the inside. It's on the top. You cut it into like a square. You cut it out of a thing. There's usually like 6 servings. You just get it at the grocery store. It's a sweet roll. Am I losing my damn mind?
You might be asking the wrong person.
Let's go to.
I don't really buy
Let's
grocery store.
go to JG saying
desserts.
wife just shared with me your glamour shot with the barrel pumpkin nice legs, Chad.
Oh.
Yeah, that's an Instagram post.
Instagram post. It is officially our favorite week of the year. I mean, one of them.
Yeah.
We love Halloween. We're having a big Halloween party on Friday night. We're very excited about it.
Brian, super chat saying, are you guys going to have a live show on the 31st?
We will.
Yes.
And what I want to do is
It'll be Halloween
you should have
themed.
It will be Halloween themed. You should have some leftover candy by then.
Yes.
We might try to figure out something to do with that.
And I'm sorry we skipped you, co-walker.
You did. That was you. You're driving.
I am driving. I recently dove into bourbon collecting and came across your channel. I love you all in the videos. What's your opinion on Michter's Small Batch US 1? I think it's a very solid whiskey. You're talking about the whiskey, right? Michter's Small Batch. Yeah, because they have a bourbon, they have a whiskey. It's actually.
I thought it was over here.
No, it's top left.
Oh, too far. Can't reach it.
Yeah, it's out of reach. It's solid. I think it's one of those sub 100 proofers that actually were like, yeah, this is good stuff. The price I feel like is a little bit more on the upper end for what it brings, but I do think it's a pretty solid pour.
We either put that on our spring or summer list. It's nice,
Yeah,
light,
mm-hmm.
Very easy, approachable.
Yep. For sure. All right, we haven't tried this yet, right?
Oh, speaking of LEs, we want to try this year's Toasted Barrel, but we'll see.
Oh, we did at the festival.
I know
at
we
the Kentucky
did.
Bourbon Festival. We tried it.
We tried it, but we don't have a sample to put in our contention.
And it was very impressive.
It was good. We liked
No
them.
understand sweet roll.
I also don't know. We'll just Google it later.
A sweet roll or sweet bun refers to any of a number of sweet baked yeast leavened breakfast or dessert foods.
So the bakery aisle at Kroger. It could be anything, is what it said. What he's saying is that it could be anything. I make my own stuff, so
It's a sweet roll.
okay. And all the time I've known you, I've never seen you eat that. So
Well, no, I haven't.
okay.
Doesn't mean I cannot know of it.
I guess. That's been a long time of you not eating it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just kidding. Kimber, super chat from Kimber. Ooh, this is warm. Just going back to this for a second. Kimber said, Sean and I were together and he lost my long sleeve drink more bourbon on the way back to our hotel and the order you had to fulfill this. Oh, that's why. I was wondering, I knew what the sweatshirt was for, but I didn't know what the long sleeve shirt
How do
was
you
for.
lose it? Were you like playing with it?
Like-
And
I feel like there's a story here that I would love for you to tell me next time we see you.
wow.
I'm sorry that he lost that.
Wow.
We got a new one. It'll be out to you tomorrow.
Yeah. This is settling in nicely. But you know,
I have a full coat on right now.
but
But
is it feeling 122 proof? Like, I don't know.
yes,
Well, not here. Here.
here
Yeah,
for sure.
It's very easy on the palate, on the tongue, on the side cheeks. It really settles in to the chest.
It tastes like a dark chocolate caramel, salted caramel. Yeah, eat a sweet roll. He can eat whatever he wants. I don't care. I've just never seen him buy them, so I don't know what this is.
I don't know what a sweet roll is either. Okay, Mandela effect. I'm calling it Mandela effect.
Okay. Or it's just whatever label they printed out and put on like 10 different things at Kroger.
No, it's not. Okay.
I'm just doing this to get on his nerves.
Sweet roll is cinnamon bun without the cinnamon. Okay. Yeah, more of like
I thought you said it was
a
chocolate.
frosting. No, I didn't say. I said white frosting, like white.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
chocolate. Not chocolate.
Okay. You're okay. No one can hurt you. Calm down. We're done talking about this now. We're gonna move past it.
Well, they're talking.
Sure. But we're gonna lose viewers. Nobody wants to hear our debate about is there such a thing as a sweet roll. Tim says I know exactly what you're talking about. I see whose side you're on here, Tim. No, I don't care. I just never knew such a thing existed.
I'm
But
on
we're
the
done-
side of truth. I want the truth.
Did you just kick something over? We're turning the page.
All right, Bob Seger. Insane.
Jeez. It's sweet roll night.
Yeah. New direction in
Max.
2022.
Just put that up there for it's the third one. Yeah. That's funny.
Sweet roll.
That's funny.
I'm on a roll. Oh, sweet
Please stop.
roll.
All right. And that's
So what do
it
you
for
think
real,
about,
for real.
What do you think about Parker's Heritage Heavy Char Wheat Whiskey, Sarah? It's 11 years and it's 122 proof, and it's gone.
I think it's tasty.
I do think it's tasty.
I like it a lot.
Uh-huh.
I like the heavy char rye better.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
And you like the bourbon better, too.
I do like the
So
bourbon
you would
better.
rank this third in the heavy char rankings.
I believe so.
I agree.
Without an official blind, yes.
I agree
would.
with you.
I would.
Based on memory, I agree.
Uh-oh. You're not going to like this super chat. John Wadsworth. Chad, what's your favorite sweet roll?
John? You know, you were going to get a welcome bag next month. Now you're not going to get one.
Oh, no, you're unwelcome.
Because guess who's putting them together? It's me, not him. So I don't know who you're sucking up to, but...
So many comments about sweet rolls. I don't know what my favorite is, John. I haven't had it since I lived at home, probably. No, I would have had it when I went back. Derek pre-ordered a Disco 6.
Should I just leave?
And purchased the Prisoner Bardstown Bourbon Company mobile tour here in Austin on Friday. Great meeting you all last weekend.
Yes.
Same.
So excited to be there. Very happy to be with our friends again.
For you and John, a cowbell cheers.
A cowbell. I already drank all mine, so you're going to have to
will.
do it again. No doubles. It's the same thing. You already got sweet rolls, okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna go get some sweet rolls.
Tom W says, I don't see the shirt that Chad is wearing on Whiskey Ambitions.
It isn't.
These came in yesterday, and we were so excited about them. We wanted to wear them tonight, but they will be up later this week. So check back in. It will definitely be up as of Friday, but I'm going to shoot for Wednesday. So check back in later this week. We will have several new shirts up for you.
Sarah, in the blind contention or not?
Well, I like this better than the Yellowstone.
Okay.
So I want to see
On that fact.
I just want to see where it falls. I think it would be, because I do like the nice, like, I like the proof. It has yummy flavors. I like the hug.
Yes.
You know, I like a lot about it. It's just hard for me to love it because I love heavy char rye so much. I feel like I would be cheating on heavy char rye to say that I love this one. So.
Well, I say we put it in, see where it shakes out.
I want to see where it shakes out, just to let people know.
Yeah.
In case they're debating on getting a bottle.
Oh, and I'm not even sure about the MSRP.
I also don't know about the MSRP.
Let's see if I can find that real quick.
Chad Googles. This is the best part.
$140.
Okay, so only a little bit more than the Yellowstone, but I would rather pay. I feel like I'm really hating on the Yellowstone. I don't mean to be doing that.
Just do what you do.
I do what I do.
Oh, sorry. I missed my...
But we do have a super chat.
Yeah, I know. I was going to get something in our glass here. So where do we land on the Bardstown? Definitely Disco 6, I feel like.
We have 20 minutes, so I think the 6 and the Ferrand is what... And I know that there were a lot of votes for the Triple.
Triple Save's better. Just saying. We'll go Disco.
Okay. I have a suggestion. Okay. We both talk about this, and then one of us pours the Disco, or the... Ferrand, and the other one, the Triple Stave.
Okay.
And I'm going to do the Triple Stave.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. I'll do the Ferrand. I like the Ferrand, too. How's that float your boat? I don't know.
Peas, everybody.
Is everyone happy?
Okay, I'm going to get this in our glass, and we do have a super chat.
Okay, perfect. Boom.
If you want to read.
Oh, I can read. Tony Bag of Donuts says, oh, okay, it's going to be like that. Sarah is always right and has always been my favorite... Wait, Sarah's always right and has always been my favorite part of IBN. Thank you. I think he's trying to offset the scale since everybody's giving into your sweet roll stuff. Someone's on my team, at least. Thank you.
After I gave you the nickname of Joey Tony?
I'll never forget it. What if he doesn't like it? What if you've just been saying that this whole time and he doesn't like it?
And Sean Dobbins, be on my side, please. Did you have any favorite pours from Bourbon on the Banks?
Ooh, that Ingram.
Yes, the Ingram.
Super secret. But does that count? Because not everybody got to have. Thank you.
Yeah, Ingram was the rye, and then it was, I think, a single barrel. It was a black label. I can't really see, the thing of it was, at Bourbon on the Banks, is we were at a booth this year, selling merch and meeting people, so we really just sort of went and like our neighbors. So, you know, we had Wilderness Trail, we had Ingram's there, we had Fresh Bourbon, we had Luca.
Those are pretty much...
But we did have VIP the night before in the live auction, and we got to try some stuff there with it, the Fay 02 again, which is delicious.
Yeah, the makers, yum.
That's where we had the Castle and Key stuff, which is really good.
Good stuff.
So, yeah.
Well,
limited samples.
Our friend Sebastian knew the people at the Ingram tent, and so he was kind enough to take our glasses while we were busy and go and get, or he brought us some of the Ingram special rye release.
I'm not sure if it was rye.
Right, we're not sure. It was under the table.
Yeah.
Anyways, it was very good.
Yeah, it's terrible because we have zero information.
We have zero information.
But we got his card, and we're going to...
reach out.
Yeah, reach out.
Also, I have to say, I stopped drinking coffee when I stopped working in the office. just because I don't know. It's such a coffee culture in the office,
Sure.
right? So it's been about a year and a half, and I was hit a wall in the middle of our booth. So I was like, I need some coffee, and our friend John from Peerless actually also owns a coffee company called Stave and Bean that was our diagonal neighbor. So I went over there to get some coffee, and again, I wasn't sure I was going to go. I was like, why did I stop drinking coffee? This is so delicious.
Because it's bourbon barrel aged, right?
It's bourbon barrel aged coffee, and obviously we know him from Peerless. He helped us with our pick, so super happy to support him. But if you guys are looking for like gift ideas or anything coming up, Stave and Bean, their coffee is very good. It almost reconverted me into a coffee drinker.
Smells great. I don't drink coffee, but it smells fantastic. And
Sean said it was amazing.
They always had
they
a line.
had a line,
They-
like 6
they've
deep the
never
whole day.
Didn't have a line.
And they were like doing the whole French press thing. It was just...
They were monopolizing John's time, and I didn't get to talk with them as much as I wanted to.
so good. Sean agrees that the coffee was amazing.
Yeah. David, thank you for the super chat. Finally getting to see IBN live, but have to stare at my Russell's Reserve single barrel while drinking water as I'm getting ready to head to work. Oh no, at the VA hospital night shift nurse, reaching the top shelf for folks.
Oh,
Thank you, David. Glad to see you here in a live.
thanks for joining us before
really
your
appreciate
shift.
that.
And thanks for the work that you do.
Thanks. Thanks.
You know,
Thanks
somebody's
for being
gotta
in
do
the
it.
medical field in
Yeah.
this day and age. You guys are them heroes without the capes. Appreciate that. Oh, look, there's King of the North.
Ray, he's been here the whole time.
I just saw him.
Like,
All
I
right.
don't see everything, but I saw that one thing.
Well, we're going to get into this Disco. I love that nickname now. Disco Discovery Series number 6. This is 111.1. It's 1111. It is 68% of a Kentucky 11 year. It's 16% of a Tennessee 17 year.
I can't taste anything Tennessee in this.
And it's 16% of an Indiana 7 year. So 7 year is the the youngest in here. 17 is the oldest. And then 11 year Kentucky is the lion's share of it, which is a 75 corns, 13 rye, 12 malted barley. Talking and reading is hard.
It's hard.
All right.
I know, especially after a few drinks. I've had 2 sips of this already while you were talking about something, and it is delicious. I am a big fan. Max said, BRB, just realized I left my pancakes chilling in the oven all day. Like, are they burnt or you put them in there just to keep them warm?
It's like, my pancakes from
I
this
feel
morning.
like there's a big story here, and I want to know about it.
I'm just glad you didn't say SR. Sweet rolls.
Stop trying to make sweet rolls happen.
This is an intoxicating nose.
He did peek that too. Wants to know, name a better non-allocated rye than rare breed rye. I mean, I love Pikesville rye. However,
Non-allocated. Okay.
it's a lower percentage rye than I think rare breed is more of a representation of a. That's what I'm talking about that right now. He literally interrupts to say the thing I just said.
What is Pikesville?
I hear you, Sarah, but I'd also like to throw in Pikesville. No, Pikesville is more of like a dip a toe in rye, like just a barely legal rye. I think rare breed is a better representation of like a middle of the road rye. So I mean, I might have to agree with you.
Ooh, Russell's Reserve single barrel rye though.
Better than rare breed rye.
To the flight fight set. I don't know.
I don't know. I think it's a good. I'm having a hard time arguing with you right now.
Yeah. Jose, Nutty Squad team leader Martinez, Nickel City crowded barrel video? Question mark.
That's
It's in the queue, but there's things ahead of it for
this
sure.
Friday is our Halloween episode.
Yeah. And then there's November, and then it's Advent calendar all through December.
So if it doesn't happen in November, what are you saying?
2022.
Oh my god.
Which isn't that far away.
It is. It will not be lost, Jose. We're going to do, can we tell them
What?
about January? He never lets me tell you guys the things. Okay, just forget it. Move on. Never mind.
Maybe.
Scott says, Sarah, you have your handmade candles. We demand Chad's homemade sweet rolls on it. I would love to see Chad do a homemade sweet roll. I dare you to get in that kitchen and do a homemade sweet roll.
I'll do it. I'll do it for you guys.
You guys
It'll
are
be a boozy sweet roll.
We'll get you your food handler's permit first.
All right, we better talk about this disco.
We better talk about it. You're right. You're right.
I finally have had a sip. It's very warming.
I love it.
Very classic bourbon flavors. The Tennessee-ness of this, if it is in fact George Dickel, which survey says probably is, has been expertly
woven in,
blended.
Yes.
And we've seen that before with some suspected Dickel Tennessee juice.
And some other Discovery releases. Yeah.
Yes.
5 was
a
outlier. We'll say outlier. Because they blended it intentionally that way.
Yeah.
But it did have more focus on those flavors.
This, I would have to put it up against 3 and 4, as I think those two have been my favorites so far.
Right, but good luck getting 3 and 4 anymore.
Right, but, I mean, we have them. But
I mean them. It's not all about you.
No. Well, I was just more trying to say where this would fall as,
sure.
like, you know,
Ooh,
up against the bar.
3?
Yeah, 3's really
Oof.
good. But 4's really good, too.
3? I don't know about that.
This setting very well on the chest.
Warming, just delightful, delicious.
Yep.
From the first sip, there was no doubt that this was going to go in my contention.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one will go in.
It's good.
It's got a nice little citrus pop there in the middle, too.
I am sick of this comment thread.
Oh.
Ugh.
Eat more sweet roll shirt.
I am over it.
They really latch on.
I know. No, I'm kidding. I'm obviously laughing, so I don't mean it. All right, I'll let you have this one thing.
What, sweet rolls?
I hope this is the one thing you wanted, because this is the one thing you're getting. Let's move on.
Yeah, okay.
For time's sake, does anyone have any more questions about the Discovery 6? I mean, y'all know that we have really liked like we talked about, the batch 3 and 4 from past years. It has gone into our best of. This, to me, feels very reminiscent of those. We would have to try them back to back, as you said, to pick a favorite. But from the first sip, I knew that this was going to go into
I agree.
the contention. So, we can answer more questions about it. We can always revisit it in another episode, which it might deserve. But we will definitely revisit it during the month of December, which will be great. It'll get its own little feature. Oh, hello, Zoe.
Oh, Zoe's here.
Who to come see me? Who made too much noise? Come here. Come say hi. No? What's wrong? I think she just, like, woke up from a nap and scared herself or something. She's looking very scared.
She thought she was home alone.
She said, will y'all quit already?
Triple Stave and Ferrand.
We didn't bring enough glasses. Probably not fair for these, but it is what it is at this point.
Well, at least they're all Bardstown products.
True.
Okay. All right. Take away that sweet roll comment.
Ian wants to know, have they done a bourbon and snack matching episode? I want to do more food pairing stuff. I've been saying that for a long time, but I'm gonna do it, I promise. But next Sunday we will, assuming everyone will have some Halloween candy, we will be doing the plan is to do a bourbon and Halloween candy pairing.
Yes.
Which is always fun.
Tis.
And I always feel sick afterwards. But that's typical with Halloween candy, I feel like, so. Can we dress up?
Sure.
Oh, yes. What should I be? I don't know. I'll figure it out.
You figure it out.
Can't wait to go drink a hot tea after this.
Yeah.
And not speak tomorrow. Rest my voice.
Yeah, tomorrow's
you
silent day.
got that one.
Oh, that one was in there.
Thank you.
Yeesh. Okay, so Sarah
Oops.
is pouring the triple stave, and I'm pouring the Ferrand.
Did I do that?
Okay. Wow. The Ferrand was $124.99 at the distillery.
This one was.
Was it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I noticed we don't have it.
I think it was $1.99.
Oh, wait. Yep. $1.99.
Boom.
Discovery was $130. Fusion was $60. We didn't get the Fusion tonight, but
We did not. What was the front? You said?
$129.
$129, $199.
Sorry, $124. $125.
And $199.
Yeah.
That is a lot. $199 is a lot.
Yeah.
Admittedly.
All right.
Nobody, let's not mess around.
Here's
It's a no-bone steak.
It's a no. Yeah. Here's the nitty gritty on the Ferrand. This is their collaboration series. Oh
yeah? Derek says, I dare Sarah to dress up as a hostess sweet roll baker. I am so done. Chad only wants it if I can make the sweet rolls. Someone asked, came in late, what's my shirt say? Says Thomas. It says, Proof Hound.
Proof Hound.
And it's got dogs running around barrels. This shirt will
Drinking
be on,
from barrels, actually.
on whiskeyambitions.com later this week, along with Chad's shirt and some others.
It's true. Savor the latest addition to this innovative series with our joint venture with Mason Ferrand, a blend of 7-year and 11-year-old Kentucky bourbon aged in Ferrand cognac casks for 8 months. It is 110 proof. In this corner, we have Distillery Collection Triple Blended Stave Finish. It's a blend of straight whiskeys finished with oak staves. And that is about all the information you're going to get. It is 109 proof. All we know is it's straight whiskeys. No state of origin. So we're not sure. Very close in proof, both of these. So this is a good matchup.
I'm sitting here thinking about how much I love this. It's toasty. I think it, obviously the triple blended stave, but the toastiness of it. I'm happy about it. What? Oh, JG says if you strap two sweet rolls to your ears, you can be Princess Sweet Roll. May the roll be with you.
He's on a roll tonight.
I'm over this.
The Ferrand, I feel like, has, and it, I said it's Kentucky bourbon, but if I didn't know any better, I would say it sort of goes a little dickle-iness, but that must just be the cognac.
Yeah.
Because cognac casks for 8 months.
Shall we switch?
Let me get my second sip.
Okay.
Yeah. Now we're switching. Yeah.
Just to keep it straight.
It's good. It's very, deep and dark, like a rum, but there's a little twinge to it that I'm not completely in love with.
I know what you're talking about. I get it. And it is the only thing about this that I cannot fully get on board with. And I know that it's a product of the cognac finish. I also sometimes get it with sherry finishes. We've talked about this. I don't like to describe it because it sounds gross. I don't mean it that way. You know what I'm talking about. That burnt keratin.
Oh, right.
No.
Yeah.
But it's not like I'm saying it's gross. It's just I think something. You mean
you switched?
I switched them to make sure that everyone could keep up.
I didn't see you.
Everyone's keeping up. It's got that sherry funk. I sometimes get that with cognac finishes too, and this is one of them. I love everything about it, except it's just that, like you said, that twinge of just funk. I don't know. And I'm historically iffy on cognac, port, and sherry finishes. I say historically like it's in a book somewhere. As of the history of the channel and my tasting experiences. And I can only go off of my experiences, but
It's sulfur
from the
casks.
casks. Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. I think I get just a little bit of that. It's got a great mouthfeel. It's rich and yummy and syrupy and good, but there is that note that kind of just goes, and I you like that demonstration. I can make a graph if you want.
A pie chart, please.
Right.
A sweet roll chart.
That's what made me gravitate, not just the only thing, but away from this and towards this. It is good. If you like cognac finishes, I think this is great.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell. This is gonna sound weird. I can tell it's an exceptional whiskey, but it's in a finish that just aren't really.
Scott wants to know,
with.
What are you doing that you vividly know what burnt hair tastes like? So you know how sometimes your senses can, I don't know, communicate. Like,
well, you know how grass tastes, even though you've never eaten grass.
I don't eat grass, but I can say something tastes grassy. Right? I've
smelled grass being cut, and you therefore pretty much know what it tastes like.
Sadly, smelled burnt hair, and it's also like, again, we talk about this, but like I think ladies know it better. But if you file your fingernails really fast, there's like a smell to it, which is also keratin.
Yep.
Obviously, I hope you guys know that. I don't know. And it's just this weird, funky note. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's gross to describe something that way. But it's just like this weird, funky note that the taste of finished things can sometimes remind me of.
Yep.
I don't know. It's weird. I'm weird. I'm sorry. But I got 2 votes for an Elvira costume.
I saw.
I was thinking about just being like a witch. A classic witch.
I think it should be Stevie next. So I can go, yeah.
So,
Stevie.
a classic witch.
A classic witch.
Yeah.
Joey Tony back at Donuts. So I drank the New Riffs and the Lux Rose. And again, Princess of
Proof wins. Chad, I hope you understand.
I don't.
Princess of Proof.
That's 2.
I love those bottles
That's 2,
so
Joey.
much.
Joey Tony.
He's on my team.
That's 2.
We're going to do a draft.
Yeah, get 3.
Well, I almost drank all this.
Well, you'll be happy to know that coming up soon are 2 Wilderness Trail picks. That one is designated Chad, and the other one is designated Sarah.
That's right. We have another Versus bottles.
And if you would like to purchase them, I would suggest you consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/itsbourbonnight, because that's where they roll out.
We also have a Woodinville barrel that's making its rounds right now. There were 160 of those bottles, so we'll see if it makes it through Patreon.
It is a Halloween themed.
It is Halloween themed. And then we also have another Nulu Noir coming out.
Oh, the 3rd in the series of Nulu Noir. This one...
It's a toasted.
Is a toasted barrel, and it is called...
Do you want to tell them what it's called? I think you should. Do you have the picture?
Well, not
Oh, I thought
loaded.
you looked at the laptop like you were going to do a big reveal, and I got really excited.
It's called... We'll tell you. It's called Casablanca. Casablanca.
Because we do the Nulu Noirs.
Yeah.
Casablanca.
Because it's
Or
toasted.
Casablanca. Whichever way you say it.
Casablanca.
Yeah, because it's toasted.
It's toasted
cask.
in another cask.
Haha,
so
get it?
Casablanca.
Get it? It's following the Big Sip and A Dame to Drink For.
Yes.
So.
Which heard A Dame to Drink For just won blind best Nulu single barrel on Trev Wilson's channel.
The Bourbon Wrench.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and he's sweet.
Apparently the Big Sip didn't do so well.
Hey.
But it had stiff competition.
It did have stiff
And
competition.
A Dame to Drink For has always been our favorite.
It's true.
Yeah. So that's cool. Our picks keep winning accolades, Sarah.
Chad, don't be that way. You know,
I'm just being like distilleries. They're like gold medal, double gold medal, double
It's
platinum,
true.
silver medal, platinum, gold.
I'm just excited to be invited to these competitions. You know.
I'm just happy to be here, Clark. Just happy to be here.
Mike wants to know, can you ship to Iowa? One of the sites can, for sure. Keg and Bottle, who are doing the Woodinville and the Wilderness Trails through, they can ship to 48 out of the 50 states. It's just Illinois and Michigan, and there is a little workaround for that. So technically, we can get it to you. Now, shared pour is a different story. They have different shipping restrictions, and maybe which are that's where we're doing the new Le Noir. So Iowa, I'm not exactly sure on that one.
It's true.
It's true.
So I'm not completely sure about this Sugar Kitty because, Beam is secretive, but from my research,
I don't think. Oh yeah.
the Beam mash bill has a 0.5 in the malted barley content, and that's how you can recognize it. So I'm not completely sure about that, but I could be talking my ass too. But that's from my limited research. So I don't know. But
I see.
Just thought I would toss that out into the ether.
Very good. I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
I see a couple of notes about the Woodinville page trouble loading. We can get back to you on that as far as shoot us a note on Patreon and we can sort it out there.
Mm-hmm.
We've had a couple people say that, and then if they try it on mobile or desktop, it works.
Yeah, either or.
But most people have had success using it, so we can fix that for you. Just let us know. And then Scott Pigsley plugged the lovely link to become a patron where we've released our barrel picks. It's
true. And Kimber is pointing out that our Woodinville is called the Bourbon Whiskey Project.
And we did
it's a Blair Witch Project.
Yes. For Halloween, why not?
Yeah, parody.
Good parody. We love a good parody.
Yeah, it's true. 'Tis true.
Well, you got quiet. So between these two.
Wait, where is it?
Yeah.
I think this one does go in.
I think this one definitely goes in.
Yeah.
This one, I think we should put up against the other finished releases from this year. So that Prisoner, there was the second Prisoner release, and then there was also just the Syrah barrel, the French oak. Well, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I do really love that French oak. But this definitely goes. For sure.
I agree.
And then see which one of those, what's our favorite other finished from them. Because I don't want it to just be 10 Bardstown things.
Right.
Well, that would be fun for them. We want to make sure it's fun for everyone.
Well, I think we put Fusion in there last year because we were let's see where it shakes out because we were impressed by it.
Yeah.
So of the 5 that we tried tonight, I think 3 are going in to the blind best of contention, and Elijah Craig will. We just have to try A, B, and C
to figure out which one.
Yeah, so
that'll be fun. We'll do that in a couple weeks.
We had a split decision on the Yellowstone, but it advances.
We'll see.
We have a yes on the Parker's Heritage. We have a yes on the
Triple blended Stave.
Triple blended Stave. One of the Peerless. One of the Elijah Craig's will.
You said that. And more to come.
More to come. That one.
I just got really sleepy.
But speaking of Peerless,
Brain
I feel like
working.
The Peerless Double Oak is gonna go in.
Oh, I hadn't even thought about that one. Yes, I love the Peerless Double Oak. If you're in Louisville and you can go by Peerless and see if they have the Double Oak, highly recommend it.
Well, it's making its way out to Total Wines now too.
Good. Well, if you can get a sample of it, taste it first. But I think everyone will like it. So
It's the power of bourbon. Says, have you tried batch 3 of Booker's? We got to try it 2 days ago, actually, at the VIP at Bourbon on the Banks.
But it was the fifth thing that I had.
Right. It was nutty. I like that about it. It's definitely nutty.
I remember being peanuts. Yes.
We do have a bottle coming to us now, thanks to a patron who knows who they are. Yes.
Oh.
We'll be getting that at our meetup. Because it's hard. It's getting hard to find Booker's now. They are. We talked to a Beam person there, and Booker's is being more widely distributed now.
So the bottles
places
are
getting less quantity, and anytime that happens, they're like, "Hey, I'm gonna raise the price on this." Not Jim Beam, the stores or the distributor.
Yeah. I would say we'll be lucky if we get to see the 4th release before the end of the year when we do the best ofs.
Yeah.
Because
hello, robots.
In past years, we've seen it on mid-December release where we have to drive to Cincinnati to go get it.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if that's going to be an option this year. We may not see it until January, so it might have to go in next year.
Ugh.
Well.
But it's released in 2021 though.
Well, but if we.
I know.
All right, we'll talk about this.
If it makes it to the public in 2022, then
we shall talk about this.
All right, we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it. I'm sleepy.
I'm sure you guys can hear it in our voice.
I'm sleepy.
We've been talking a lot the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
To peeps.
I'm ready to shut up.
Yeah. Shut up and watch a scary movie or something.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
okay.
We'll see you guys next Sunday for bourbon and Halloween candy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, don't go get candy in preparation, but like if you have candy and bourbon, we'll find some fun things to do.
Yes.
Or you can just watch us eat it.
Yes.
I'm not going to eat like a ton of candy. I don't need all that sugar. Can you imagine by like 9 o'clock me just eating all that sugar and then I won't be able to go to sleep?
Oh, yeah. You all sugared up.
All sugared up before bed? No.
Hey, we have a late breaking super chat here.
Breaking news.
Doug says, sipping some Elijah Craig B520. Thanks for quality brown juice discussions. Other than that, I got nothing. Well, hey, Doug,
that's enough.
That is enough. We appreciate you. We'll give you a Glencairn.
The final sip.
An empty Glencairn.
The last drop.
Cheers. It's the last drop. That's right. All right, cool. Yeah, Scott saying hit that thumbs up. We'd appreciate it. And subscribe if you haven't already. We love to have you on board. All right, folks.
All right.
That'll do it. Let me put this thing up that says thanks for watching. And we will see you next Sunday, actually, for some candy. All right, everybody. Say goodnight, Sarah.
Good night, Sarah.